In this video, I'm going to be making a French cleat storage option for shop towels. Let's get to it. Okay, let's get started. I've got a piece of 45-degree plywood for the cleat, got an aluminum pipe, and a couple other pieces of plywood here. So to begin, what I want to do is cut down this cleat side here to about 2 inches. Doesn't have to be too big here. Just using my square, marking 2 inches. I'm going to go ahead and mark out 4 inches as well and get this cut down. Now that I have the cleat pieces cut, this piece is going to be resting on top of this. So what I need to do now is figure out how wide paper towels are. So I need to make this just a little bigger here. Okay, that ought to do it. This piece is what's going to be holding everything together on top of here. So next, I want to be able to get my aluminum bar through the towels here and be able to connect to the edges. So I'm going to be using this board to come up here. So I'm determining that right at 3.5 inches up should be sufficient here for this holder, which means what I'd like to do is go up to 4.5 and make a mark, and that's where I'm going to be cutting this board. I need 2 of these. Starting to take shape now. So if I were to just put a couple of holes in here and lock this down, I wouldn't be able to access this. And if I put grooves in here, it may want to pop out sometime. So what I like to do is at the 3.5 inch mark up from the bottom on one of these, I'm going to put a mark. And I'm going to drill about 3/4 of the way through this side. And then on this one, I'm going to drill all the way through on this one. I do want to make sure I have this in equal spots on both up and over. Looks like a 15mm is going to be a good size for the aluminum pipe that I'm using. So I'm just going to set this block in here and drill about 3/4 of the way through. Now for assembly. I believe I'm going to start with these 2 first. So I want to turn them up like this, and I'm going to pre-drill. I guess 2 holes ought to do it. And I'm going to use some 2-inch screws to put all this together. Probably could have done with just 1 screw in there. Now that I have the cleat onto this piece, it's time to get the top installed. So I'm just lining this up with the edge, and once again I'm going to pre-drill, but this time I'm going to pre-drill into this side over here. So I guess what I could do is even turn these up like, and I could work with it here on a flat surface like this. Put some wood glue on that. And then once again, just using a single 2-inch screw to keep this together here. So to keep this aluminum pipe from sliding back out whenever it's being used, I found this tiny little block of plywood, and that's going to be a little sliding stop there. So what I want to do is just use this 1 1/4 inch screw, and I'm going to countersink this a little bit to be a little drawer, or a little door. So let's go make that real quick. I'm using 2 different size bits, mostly because I don't have the correct length screw here. So I'm just going to countersink this down just a little bit and then use a smaller bit. Now I'm going to find out where I want this to be here, in a place where it can fall easy and yet give full access to that little door. I think that should do it. That should do it. Very cool. Now, cut this down and we're done. Hit these rough edges with a little sandpaper to clean them up. Don't want any cuts because of some aluminum here. Okay, time to test this thing out. Got the little door open. Get it here. Get my paper towels on. Slide through. Close the door. There you go. A very fancy paper towel holder. Let's test it out on the wall. Very nice. Now I can get paper towels whenever I need them. Won't have to search around for them. And whenever it's time to get these changed out, you just lift that little flap and then pull the bar, and it should be good to go. I bet you never thought I would be making a French Cleat paper towel holder, did you? Oh well, works well, and I will definitely be using this a lot. So I use these towels quite often here in the shop. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.